It's like, have you heard the saying where it's like however messy or how clean your bedroom is, it's like an accurate representation of how you're doing like mentally in your head. For me, it's the shop, and it sounds about right because that's about how my brain's feeling right now. All sorts of things going on. We got some concrete, we got the bender board and the saw, we have my dog beds and stuff, a bunch of rakes and shovels and everything. It's like 5 different projects all at once. And today we're not actually doing any of those projects. Brace yourselves. I tried to get you guys as close as I could to it, so it's maximum loudness. The rakes and pickaxes and shovels and the bender board and the saw, that's all for the little fire pit area, that top tier restoration that I've posted 2 or 3 videos about so far. All of this stuff was just cleaning out the car for driving up and trike camping in Mammoth, which I posted that video last week, I believe. So you know just about everything that's going on here except for this. I haven't talked about what the fence post concrete's for. Believe it or not, it's actually for concreting fence posts in. I'm sorry, that was stupid. Since starting that little upper tier fire pit project, I've gone over a lot of like the property lines and how we're really not as rural as a lot of people think. It's just the way we're on about 3 acres here. It's just the way that the lot is sort of shaped, and like with mountains and trees and things really help us feel like private and secluded. That upper area where we planted those olive martinis a couple videos ago, that is, one area where we're pretty close to our neighbors. And then right here, that is our neighbor's house right there as well. And this is pretty open, you know what I mean? As of now though, like this section of the property, we don't use at all. I mean, I don't know if you can see the welded wire fence up there, but that's that second tier where the dogs out and everything. You can barely see the house just peeking through the trees up over that hill though. So like we're very private from them in our actual house, but this area of the property is pretty exposed to them right there. And again, we don't have a problem at all with any of our neighbors. They're all amazing, amazing people. I'm just weird about I just like privacy. I had mentioned maybe doing some dirt jumps here or a pump. Every time I'm out, we're doing a tree house, or I don't know what we're doing with this section of the lot yet. That's still up in the air. But what I do know is I think I want some sort of privacy fence here just for like direct line of sight from their house. And you guessed it, that is what the fence post concrete mix is for. And we got 1 fence post in. We got about halfway through the second hole there because we're making them all 2 feet deep. And we rented an auger from Home Depot, which those things are actually kind of gnarly. It stood no chance. It couldn't get through this hard, compact dirt. And that was right after it rained too. We got 1 in, and then a couple of attempts, and I'm gonna have to rent a different tool to finish this job. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of the project that we started. And I'm telling you guys that why.
I'm trying to get those fest points by the end of the month because then I can move on to the next area. I need 500 fest points. And after that, then I need 1,000 for the next month, and then after that, you get put into the qualifiers to go to Hawaii for the finals, where the battles are in person, which I don't understand how that works, but the live fest TikTok battles are in person. You get 5 tickets for you and your family, so we can get all of us. We could all go. Free paid vacation by TikTok. That'd be dope.
Right now, I just need this space open. So you probably tell from the title or whatever that we're working on the 240 day. Today's 240 day. I want to get it done.
Nice.
Wink, wink.
I like the 240 videos.
Make sure we put everything away. I'm slowly learning to do that. Well, slowly is the key word. I still leave a lot of things out. I really got to work on that. All of this, honestly, that can go in my truck, and we'll take that out. Look at that. See, it all worked out perfectly. I can still get cars down here if I need to, which is my number 1 fear. Well, maybe not like number 1 fear, it's not that dramatic. But when we decided to move everything down to this 3rd driveway, I thought I was like cutting off all existence into the shop. But no, we're good. This is much more manageable.
Dude does have a big ass garage. Of how far forward, or he pulled his car up way forward. One of the two.
Double garage door openings, 2 openings in one video. You're welcome. Alright, oh man, she is dirty. Alright, let's get it out of here. I'll let that warm up for a little bit. I'll go get the shop ready. Time to go pick up some essentials. I had one of those drain containers in LA and I just got like lost in the move or something.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining the live.
And then engine oil, and I have gear oil for the diff. Okay, please tell me I still have it. There's my stock diff. Yeah, it should be these boys. Yeah, this is the
Gosh, okay. You're gonna have to wait for my phone to get done.
It's this friction modifier, which to be honest, I still don't know what it does. I just for the diff I have, you're supposed to use the 85W90 for the actual gear oil, and then you're supposed to put some of this friction modifier in. And I know it like varies depending on what diff you have, but
I love your location. Thank you.
2-way LSD.
Appreciate it.
That's what I'm supposed to be using.
I had that. I had it for a long time.
Looks like we have everything we need.
Jay with the fest burst. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, you guys have to be.
We gotta get to 500 fest bursts before we can go to the next league of the live fest, guys. Jay with 39 more fest points. Fest burst. Thank you. Yes, sir. Spinning love. Thank you.
It's one of those things that like I've learned specifically. I know I guess it's all car content. I was gonna say specifically S chassis. Everyone's 100% sure that their way is the right way. Which I'm not saying that I do anything the right way, but we know that. I always like to preface whenever I work on my car that the whole reason is when I got this car was completely 100% bone stock. Essentially, I wanted to use this car as a learning platform. So what that means is, God, I know. I have this constant battle in my head of over-explaining. God, I can't get out. So it's like the people that watch my videos consistently, I sound like a broken record. But every video, I mean, there's new first-time viewers. I do want to give them for context. It gets hit the head. You've heard this already. But since a kid,
I was just getting ready to grab this
except
too.
I know nothing about.
What's up?
Like I had that 2013 Audi S4. Loved that thing, but any work that I wanted done to it, I took it to a shop. And I was open up the hood. I had no idea.
Love your Twitter.
I hated that. I really wanted,
Thank you.
Basic car
Gosh.
things.
Not expecting that.
Oil change and changing my fluid.
Almost every time somebody says that, but I always get caught off guard every time. I don't know why.
Touch car so that I can be the one to touch it. You never know what you're getting if you get something seconds.
On my Twitter, I also posted the link. I am live on YouTube as well. If you want to go leave a follow on that, or subscribe.
Everything down to
Trying to grow my YouTube channel as well.
I think with the exception of a couple of gaskets that my homie Steve
On there, I used a background. It makes it look like I'm in a mansion.
I have done myself. It's not much. Replace the stop drive shaft.
Claire, what's up? What's up, Clarissa?
Swapped out the diff for that 2-way LSD. The basic interior stuff. I mean, the seat, the wheel hub, the wheel. I did the little Apple CarPlay thing myself.
We'll have a house the size of this room.
Oh, I know.
The exhaust, and then a lot of like maintenance stuff, like water pump, belts, that type of stuff. And then you guys know this, I pulled the motor for fun to learn. I wanted to familiarize myself with the car, and I figured the best way to do that is to yank the engine out. So it took me a couple weeks. I got it all the way out, replaced the gaskets and whatnot, got it all the way back in, and it worked.
Randy Grant, what's up?
I'd like my car knowledge to be here and be able to, do anything and everything myself, know exactly what I'm talking about. I started out here, and now I'd like to say I'm here. The embarrassing part of this story is I've never changed my own oil. I changed the oil when I pulled the motor, but the motor was out, so it was a whole lot easier. As far as I know, it's stupid easy, but I've just never done it with the motor in the car. So this is my first oil change with my own car with the motor in it. Oh, I think part of the reason I prefaced the story with that is because I like this to be a judgment-free zone. I'm still a noob, all right? Let me be a noob in peace.
Hello.
I think a decent.
Yeah, you DJ, bro. You
Let's
DJ.
check our oil because we haven't been leaking oil.
Yeah.
And there's that saying that if you're leaking oil, that means you have oil. So we either don't have any oil or we actually fix all the leaks.
Tap that screen, guys.
The verdict is we're definitely low. It looks decent though. Doesn't look like crazy dark or anything. That's always good to know.
He left again. Can never get anybody to stay long enough for a battle, ever.
Yeah, but that actually looks like a nice golden color. I don't know why I half expected it to just look terrible, like indicate that something's wrong. But no, we're good. All right, let's get to the oil pan. Also, we're wearing hand condoms.
Wearing hand condoms, he says.
Buddy. Dude, I gotta wash the car after this. Okay. Some people call it an irrational fear. A lot of people agree with me, but I go like very overkill with the amount of jack stands I use and like extra support. That one there. This one's just gonna be an extra of an emergency. And then you got that one there. Okay, so it's sitting on its own now, but then also I just want to leave pressure on it, so that almost acts as another one. Again, some people are gonna say it's overkill.
Thank you for the likes, guys.
I'm not trying to die like that. And then lastly, give it the old shake test. All right.
Dallas, what's up? Aaron, what's up?
I don't know exactly which direction it's gonna squirt in, but I think we'll be good like that. I love that you guys can see anything. It's not the best lighting down here. Okay, what are the odds that I can do it without getting any oil on me? Probably 0. Okay, we're good. It's going into the tray.
Turn around, throwing it. Like,
Minimal on my fingers. Okay, now we wait. So next is the oil filter, which is right. My finger's touching it right now. That's the only other thing you can do is drain oil and replace the filter. But the oil filter is a lot easier to get to with the engine out. That's why
It's a wrapper,
new
it's
for
not
me.
right.
I know they make tools for it. I just don't have. I'm just not trying to manhandle it. Going in.
turn around.
Come on. Come on. I don't want to have to go get the tool. Got some gardening gloves on for extra grip strength. Oh, it's moving. Come on. Oh,
How are you?
Yes.
Good, how are you?
So wait, is there going to be a lot of oil in that? Like the drain pan's underneath it. I have a napkin here. I just don't want to make too big.
So guys, tap that screen.
It's weird working
Look at the
only by
screen,
feel.
guys.
And I
Hey.
don't see anything. I'm just looking at
Muscles.
the manifold. Like, I can just kind of do whatever I want. With
What's
my-
up, Robbie?
Oh, it's out. Okay. I'm trying to keep it upright because I'm assuming there's oil in it. Aha. Oil filter. Cheers. Imagine. I accomplished something. Now we gotta put the new one in. Aren't you supposed to like rim job it with some oil or something? Or is that a myth? Or how's that work? I put the drain plug.
Wrong thing, dude.
Yeah, but I've never had one of these fancy little. Like,
He knows exactly what he said there. That was funny.
That's like oil drain
What's
plug
up,
storage.
Annika?
So like I put the drain plug on that. That says drain filter here. And I think I can just go like this
Oh, yeah.
and then set it upside down like that and let it drain out and catch the rest of the oil. Pretty nifty. And now we got our filter, and I think again it's probably people that change the oil all the time. It's just probably embarrassing. But hey, we're growing up. We're learning how to do things that we should know how to do. I was talking to Steven. You guys remember Steven? He helped me. He's helped me with all my knowledge of my car, my very limited knowledge. That's all thanks to Steven. So Steven, if you watch my videos still, thank you. I can't emphasize enough how appreciative I am of you. He said that when you do an oil change, make sure that the old O-ring came off with the old oil filter.
Tap that
I guess
screen,
sometimes
guys.
the O-ring can get stuck on there and then you got
Come on.
the O-ring that's that. Here's our oil filter.
You can't lose that win streak
So
right now.
he also confirmed what I was saying.
The last battle of the
rim
night.
jobbing it with
At least for
He
now.
just said rim jobbing it
That's
again.
what she said.
He's like, I gotta rim job it. See?
Getting the O-ring nice and moved up, courtesy of Steven. I don't actually know what that does. Maybe it just helps it tighten a little bit. I don't know.
It helps the seal.
Just follow Steven's advice with my life.
You always want to do that.
He's like, Steven told me to rim job it.
Put it in there. I can't see where I'm putting it. So I'm really feeling around blindly until I find the thread and just the rough. I found him. It's screwing on. There we go. All right, sick. And I'm just gonna do it hand tight. I don't know how tight hand tight is. I don't want to overdo it, but that's in there. Okay. Torque down the drain plug. 25 foot-pounds, I believe. I'll double check on mine before I do that.
Last
Big
battle of the
bags.
night, guys.
See, this kind of goes hand in hand with what I was saying about like I'm gonna drive my car and